Hello, everyone. Here we are. It's 5 o'clock on the West Coast. Hope everybody can see me and hear me. I'm going to talk today about some tips on how to get attention on your email marketing. So I want to go over and look at the Facebook group real quick. And I want to remind everybody, either that's online right now or that is listening to the replay, maybe later tonight, if you'd like Greg to review your store, please go to this post about who's next in the hot seat. And it's part of the announcements, so you can find it easily. If you go to the main page and then click on announcements up at the top, you'll see Greg did this poll asking when you'd like to have these trainings. And then the next one down is this hot seat post. So add in a comment your name and the link to your store if you would like us to review it on Friday at 5 o'clock. So that's 2 days from now. So that's the first thing. The second, remember, if you're in the Facebook group right now and you can attend this live, then you should click on the StreamYard icon and link in the posts so that you can share. So see right here, it says I'm going live using StreamYard. So please grant StreamYard permission to see your name by clicking this link. And that way, when I switch back over to StreamYard, I'll be able to see your comments as I'm talking and going through the training that we're going to do today. So next, I want to start out with talking about some example emails. And so first of all, a couple weeks ago, you can look back and search on MailChimp, I think, in the Facebook group, and you'll find the training that Greg did explaining how to set up a free MailChimp account and then also connect it to your store so that when someone goes to leave your store, they will get a pop-up message asking them to subscribe to your email list. Now, once they subscribe to your email list, of course, you want to start communicating with them. And the first thing that you need to do is get their attention. So, you know, when you look at your email, what you see is primarily the subject line of your email. And if people don't understand your subject line or they don't pay attention to it, then they're not going to click on it and open it. And so one of the really important things about copywriting is working on having a great headline. And you need to grab attention with your headline. And in an email, that subject line really is your headline. And that's what makes people click and read the rest of your email. So you have to grab their attention with something. And usually when you're sending an email about your e-commerce store or your products, you're going to want to be offering them something. So you might start with a headline that attracts their attention because you're having a sale, you have a new promotion, you're announcing a new product, you have a new graphic design, or there's something really cool that's happened to you. And think about it like you're having a conversation with people. You know the type of emails from your friends that you would open. Whatever the subject line is that they would put in, that you would go, oh, I've got to see what that person has to say. That's the type of email headline that you want. And that's what goes in your subject line. So don't make it salesy, make it personal and conversational. And now there's another thing that's been happening with email marketing, and I want to show you an example. You can actually put icons. So now you're looking at my Gmail account. And there's this guy, he sends this newsletter every day, every business day. It's called TLDR, and that stands for Too Long Didn't Read. And this is all summaries of techie articles, and he summarizes those. But you can see up here, he puts icons in his subject line. And that works to get people's attention really well. And so don't hesitate to put maybe at least one of those in your subject line. And you'll see here he's got the emoji of the hands together. And so he uses those like little rocket ships, and those grab people's attention when they're just scanning through all of the subject lines in their email inbox. So think about, what you can have as your subject line. Like, my attention was gotten by Black Hole Eats a Star. I had to kind of look at that. But like I said, it's really, really important that you focus on what your subject line is. And it's really a great tip to write out maybe 10 to 15 different headlines or subject lines. And then have your friends take a look at them. What would get their attention? What would make them click on that and open and read the rest of your email? So the big starter piece of any email for promoting and making sales is definitely the subject line. So you should probably spend more time on that than anything else. And if people start opening your emails, and you'll be able to tell in MailChimp which of your emails have been opened and how often they've been opened, you can get those statistics. What you're going to want to do is do more of what's working. Which headlines are people clicking on and opening and reading your email? So definitely pay attention to all of that. Now, the next thing I want to do is show you some example emails where the LaunchCart team has been promoting Shop Skinny Girl for quite a while. And once you've gotten that headline, that subject line correct, the next thing you want to do is make sure that you've got content. And the content part of your email really needs to give people something of value or solve a problem that they're having. So in e-com, selling your merchandise, everybody's got the problem of, what do I get my mom for Christmas? What do I get my dad for his birthday? So that's a great intro to suggesting to people that you have a product that may solve that problem for them. The other thing, of course, is giving value. And in this case, this Shop Skinny Girl email, it's obviously a Black Friday sample template. It's giving people 40% off, and that's a value. And so note also that it starts with text and a small graphic icon, and then it has some big bold text so people can scan and read it easily. And then it also repeats the 40% off here a couple times. So as we're talking about the content and the body of your email, make it pretty short and sweet. Give them the information that they need. And it's always good to have a couple visual items in your email. But again, make sure your graphics are small and that they load quickly. Now, the other thing is that this is a GIF, and you can insert a GIF file, .gif, into an email, and it will go through. A lot of times, if you try to insert a video, it just is a clickable box, and you don't want people to have to try to click again. So take a look at how you can make some of your products into GIF files. Now, the next piece of this is also important. Here's a testimonial from a satisfied, happy customer and a verified buyer emblem and content here. And it names what the product is. And then, of course, there's the social icon links so that people could go to the Facebook page. So this is a great thing to look at in terms of a template of how you could create an email pretty quickly. It's not the content that counts. It's going to be the picture, the visuals, the value you're offering, the problem you're solving, somebody saying that you solved their problem. And then at the bottom, you'll see there's a support email and a support phone number. You want to include those because that builds trust in your brand and in your company. And of course, people getting email need to be able to unsubscribe. Now, the third key piece and the big factor of an email is that you want to have a call to action. And in this case, you're wanting people, and here's another example. I switched over to a different Black Friday example. This one has a photograph. And what you really want is a call to action. And that right there, shop our best Black Friday sale. And that's a link, clearly. That's how you know somebody can say, oh, I want those. I'm going to click on this link right here because I can shop right now. And again, in this section, here's the call to action. There's a shop now clickable link. There's one of those on every one of these products. And this email is a good example of putting a few of your best-selling products or most popular products or the products that people are looking for right now. And so in this season, obviously you might want to advertise hoodies and jackets and things because we're going into the winter season. Here's a candle, another great holiday gift. And so make sure that you're creating a lot of calls to action in your emails and links that go directly to your store or directly to the product page. So in this case, these links should go directly to the product page, not your home page, not the category page, but directly to the product page so that all they have to do is select the color and size they want and click the add to cart button, because that's the series of things that you want them to do once they read your email. So let's kind of go back and summarize the three major parts of creating a great attention-getting email and action from the audience is number one, your subject line has to be an attention-grabbing headline. Number two, you have to have good content that's giving them value or solving a problem, and you have to have a call to action. So what you want to make sure is that all those pieces are in there and that it's easy to read and that it's easy to sort of scan through. So I thought this again was a very good example template that everybody could model, and you can put these together pretty quickly. So the next thing is I want to point out again, make sure these graphics are very small, just if, small as you can make them and still make them look good in the email. And again, you can test email. You can create the email and send it to a friend and say, what do you think? Did it come through on your email provider, whatever that is? And then make sure that they understand what they're looking at, and ask them if they have any questions. What questions would pop into your mind if you read this email. So the next thing I want to show you is that you can actually create some of these emails pretty quickly, create your template, and then duplicate it and change the content. And think about if you were going to send an email every day for the next week, advertising something that people could order for Thanksgiving, let's say, or the ski season is starting around the end of November. Maybe you're advertising a hoodie that people can wear that has mountains on it, or skiing or snowboarding. Then do something where you create 7 duplicates and then change up the product in it and change up the link and change the content a little bit. And once you have that base template, it's very easy to just change it up, add some new text, add some new links, and you can set those up in MailChimp so that they go out as what's called a broadcast email on a certain schedule. So every day for a week, let's say at 10 a.m. or maybe 4 p.m. when people are getting home from work and they're looking at their personal email. And that sort of goes back to the training I did a couple weeks ago, where it talks about what's the best time of day and the best days of the week to post on social media. And a lot of cases that was Tuesday and Wednesday, and sometimes Saturday. It does really depend on your audience. So I'm checking my notes here, and I'm going to take a look and see if anybody's here in StreamYard. I see Mike Chavez. Hey, Mike, thanks for logging in. Do you have any questions? I'm going to go over also and look at the Facebook group. And I really like this quick video that Ozzy posted yesterday. I'd love to know, Ozzy, where you got that created. Did you do it yourself? I know I use a program called Videos, and I'm able to upload images and graphics, and it makes little videos like this that you can post and are very attention grabbing in social media. Now, another tip is, once you create these emails, and maybe you have this GIF created, obviously you can send this in email, and you can send it in and make it as a social media post. So the next thing I was talking about, you want to set up a schedule. And I know that within Gmail, there's an add-in called Boomerang. And Boomerang will let you set up emails to go out on a certain schedule within Gmail. So take a look at what your email provider can help you do. And then, of course, if you have a free email MailChimp account, you'll be able to load these templates into MailChimp and set them up to go out to your list on a specific schedule. Now, the final thing I want to talk about is something that I found called DripScripts. And this is a company, you can join DripScripts for free, and they actually provide a sequence of different types of emails, and they give you a template. So if you take a look at this, I brought up their ecom sequence. And so what this does is it will give you a series of emails that start with the idea that somebody signed up for your list. They input their email. And so what you want to do is look through each of these templates and then start to customize the template. But you can see this first one is, hey, thanks for signing up, giving us your email. We're going to give you a coupon code. Now make sure that you have set that coupon code up in your Launchcart store before this email goes out. But you can set these series of emails up in MailChimp to go out 1 day after somebody signs up, 2 days, 5 days, and you can set up this sequence of welcome emails. So for example, here, you're going to have to go in and adjust this text, but this is a great example of an email that welcomes someone to your list. And all you really have to do is read through it, change it to be in your tone, your brand, your voice, let's say. And especially right here, it says, feel free to share a bit more about your store, what you stand for, what you're about, what makes you unique. And we have a lot of you have some very unique graphics and stores and products to sell. So what you do now with DripScripts is, once you have a series of these email templates, and you'll see they're including these little emojis in the subject lines. And so, once again, you're going to go through and just go in here and change these up. And obviously, you're going to want to make this Facebook a link to your Facebook page. And then again, right here, any place that says CTA button, call to action button, this is where you're going to want to put that link in, like shop now, come see our store, and have the direct link to your store homepage. Or if you're talking about a specific product, it should go direct to that product page. So now I'm going to go to the third one. And so this is a template that's talking about this particular product that is selling like crazy. And that's, that fear of missing out, FOMO. People are like, well, gosh, all my friends are going to have it. I better have it too. And this is a email template that you can just update. And of course, you're going to put your store name, your store domain down here, but it's very easy. You can see this is very short. Add a graphic, see, show other featured products here, and get that sent out. So the next one here is, look, you've received an upgrade. So this is another coupon type of credit promotion. Then the next one is a reminder email. You haven't used your credit yet. It expires at midnight. And again, you're going to want to make sure that these coupon codes are set up in your coupons in your LaunchCart store. But see how easy it would be once you get this done to update each of these, and then you just upload them into MailChimp. Now here, this is a blank one. And at the end of this, you just click on Export Sequence, and it gives you a document with everything already written where you're just going to upload it into MailChimp, or you can go ahead and send them out individually to your list if you have that someplace else, or you're just sending out from Gmail or Yahoo Mail. So let me check and see if there's any questions. I see a couple people online. I don't see any questions at this point. So let me check over here in the Facebook group again. Again, just a reminder, let us know if you'd like to do the hot seat on Friday afternoon. And other than that, I think I've covered all the material that I've been prepared for everybody. And I don't see any questions. If you need to ask any questions, of course, post a comment on this recording when you all have a chance to watch it. So I hope you've enjoyed this. Thanks so much for being here. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye.